Good Thursday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majestic back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Studios with your Talking Live forecast update here on your June the 25th, 2026. We'll wrap up our Thursday on a pretty good note with some sunshine. Nice weather out there overall, but things are changing. We are going to see a scattered rain threat here coming in for Friday and Saturday. Nothing too widespread. I think it'll be isolated and scattered at best. But the big weather story continues to be the building heat wave we're anticipating for next week with some of the hottest temperatures of the year. And we'll give you the latest breakdown on that on this report. Now, before we get rolling, if you're new here to the Talking Live Broadcast Channel's Facebook page, please give us a follow. And if you're watching over on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. And very importantly, make sure you hit that notification bell so you're alerted on all future weather updates just like this one. All right, let's get into today's report, shall we? As we're looking at a pretty good afternoon here across Chattanooga. I think we stay on the dry side. Temperature's pretty pleasant. Starting to see that humidity starting to slowly creep up, and you're going to notice that as we go into next week as well, as those overnight lows, which have been, fairly comfortable in the 60s, are going to be kind of rising into the 70s. That's looking very obvious here. Looking pretty nice here across Helen, Georgia as well. Some clouds and some sunshine out there for this afternoon, but shaping up to be a pretty decent day. Radar is quiet, should remain that way here on your Thursday. I can't make the same promise for Friday and Saturday, as we could see a spotty shower or two in the forecast, and maybe even a heavy thunderstorm going into Saturday. I'm going to show you that here in a second. Temperatures warming up nicely here, getting into the upper 70s and lower 80s here in the early afternoon hours, and we're going to continue to see things, again, warm up into the weekend and especially into next week. That 7 days looking very hot. Regional radar, again, what we're seeing right now across Southeast, pretty sparse. Just some very isolated stuff here. You've seen more concentrated rains back over toward Kansas, but for the most part, we're looking high and dry here for this afternoon as we had some clouds earlier, still fighting some clouds through a big part of Georgia. A lot of filtered sunshine with this, but East Tennessee not looking too bad. A lot of North Georgia looking pretty good here for this afternoon as well. Now, as we take a look at our thunderstorm threat here over the next 3 days, today, obviously, you don't have to worry about it, but we are looking at a general thunderstorm risk coming back at us here for tomorrow. You notice the marginal up here toward the Nashville area, and as we go into your Saturday, we could see an isolated one or two kind of work their way down here with some heavier thunderstorms. Again, maybe an isolated severe or a special weather statement storm to kind of blow into the area. We'll watch it closely. Again, nothing too widespread here as we go into late in the day on your Saturday. Now, one thing's for certain, we're definitely drying things out. We've been tracking the excessive rainfall pretty regularly here over the last month plus. And one thing you're going to notice, well, one, we're not getting anything, but two, things are really drying out. So by the time we get into Sunday and Monday, there is no risk anywhere, not only in the Southeast, but anywhere in the country for any kind of real heavy rain. So we're going to see the big heat dome really start to take shape as we go into your Monday. Now, looking at your regional model here, as we kind of look at this, again, we're looking at sparse rain chances here showing up on this particular model. Okay, so again, we're looking at throughout the day on Friday, maybe a few spotty showers and thunderstorms over here. So, maybe in a 30 to 40% range there. Looks like Saturday might bring a better chance for some showers and storms here, especially late here. You see the storms there around 5 o'clock going up toward the Nashville area, kind of working into Tennessee and sneaking into Georgia there, going into Saturday evening. So that'll be the window right there. You see a little cluster of storms kind of work their way down, and then kind of losing their fizz there as we go throughout the Saturday. And then Sunday, things not looking too bad. Again, anything on Sunday's looking to look pretty isolated as well. So definitely not a rain-out weekend, just a couple of thunderstorms to perhaps have to dodge. So let's look at our weather map here as we watch this go through the next couple of days. Nothing really major, no big frontal systems kind of working their way through. Again, rain chances will be pretty isolated as we go over the next couple of days and looking pretty hot and steamy for next week. So the forecast here for tomorrow, Friday, wrapping up that work week, 30 to 40%, somewhere in there, 90, 70, fairly seasonable really by late June standards here for Chattanooga. Not looking too bad here. Again, looking at the regional perspective here, you're seeing upper 60s around 70 here for tomorrow morning, and then your daytime highs here in the afternoon. Again, not overly bad, pretty close to seasonal. This one's going 89 there in Chattanooga at the 4 o'clock hour. So looking at temperatures where they're supposed to be, but this will not be the case as we go into next week, especially Thursday and Friday next week. They really are looking very steamy and very hot. Check it out. Look at your regional perspective again here for your going here into your Friday afternoon. We're going to see things again pretty much stay in the status quo here. So as we go into your Friday here, Friday morning, Again, you're seeing temperatures here upper 60s, around 70s here across the southeast. Not too bad. Not bad up in the mountains. And then your daytime highs here in the afternoon. Again, seeing fairly seasonal temperatures. You're seeing, obviously, where it's cooled off here in the afternoon, some scattered showers in here, especially. But for the most part, not looking too bad here as we wrap up the work week on Friday across the southeast. Next 7 days, here's the story, folks. Look at things as they really get hot. We got the limited rain chances here, maybe a slight chance there on Sunday. And as that heat dome builds going in early next week, there's going to be a lot of sinking air. So that's going to prevent showers and thunderstorms from firing off. And we're going into the middle to perhaps upper 90s as we head toward Thursday. Those feel like temperatures getting in between 100 and 105. So it's looking very likely sometime next week we're going to see some sort of heat advisories get kicked in across East Tennessee and maybe portions of North Georgia. So get yourself ready and prepared for this hot weather coming on in here. Now, with some scattered storms expected in the forecast next couple of days, you may want to go and download our free weather app. This North Georgia Majestic Weather. If you're an Apple user, the QR code's on top. If you're an Android user, it's the one on the bottom there on Google Play. And this is, of course, sponsored by our friends at Roof It Forward in Woodstock. They're one of the best quality roofing companies in North Georgia. And if you need a roof, go ahead and schedule it with them. They'll take care of you. And every job, a portion goes back to local children's charities, so they really do pay it forward. And this is a great app, by the way. It's one of the best ones out there. It'll alert you when there's rain approaching your area, lightning nearby, severe weather alerts, hour-by-hour forecast, a future cast, kind of show you where that rain's expected to go over the next hour. Go ahead and download this. It's a great thing to have in your weather toolbox. So again, watch out just for a few spotty storms here for the next couple days. The big story is going to be that building heat, and we're going to be watching it very closely all next week to see how things go as far as that hot weather moving in just in time for the 4th of July weekend. So looking pretty steamy. Again, appreciate you guys checking us out here on the Talking Live broadcast channel. Please give us a follow there on Facebook and over on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell to be alerted on all future weather updates. All right, that'll do it for today. We'll see you tomorrow for the weekend edition. Until then, y'all be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. You guys enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Bye-bye.